Alrighty, let's get a start on this. Don't know how this is going to record, so hopefully it doesn't look horrible, but we'll see how we go. Plus, with it being a crystal class build, you sort of feel like it's going to be a bit all over the shop, I think, seeing it through the things and whatnot. So anyway, I might sort these pieces as we go a bit. So I don't know exactly what to expect with the pieces. And these seem like they'd be corner bits for the castle. Don't know what that would be. It sort of looks like a top corner maybe? I don't know. So yeah, anyway, we're going to just sort of try and figure it out as we go. Some bits are still somewhat connected in that, so I'm going to separate a bit as I go because I want the full experience. That must be the top of the castle there. We've got a couple of rods, short and long. Some more corner pieces. I think I'm going to start, well, I mean, the logical thing probably is to start with the corners, right? Got a bunch of round pieces. I'm guessing these are obviously the towers. We've got some cone type pieces. So I'm guessing that's the top of the towers. There's 4 of them. There's a few more of these sort of smaller corners, and then these sort of, what I would say are, I don't know, these seem like the edges at the bottom. Maybe this is an underneath bit to begin with, like the very bottom. Don't know. Let's see how it fits. There's a couple of those bits as well. And then we've got more corner bits. Yeah, so we've got a range of pieces. I'm just trying to keep it somewhat organized because I don't know how easy it's going to be to tell which goes what where and stuff. So yeah, that's got like a bit of an archy bit on it. I wonder if that's also a piece connected with this or something. I don't know. I'm going to try and keep them in different piles, and hopefully the more I get done, the easier it'll be to figure out what I'm missing and where it's going and all the rest. There's another arch. So there you go, there's 2 archy bits. Oh, there's a flag. It must go on the top of the cone. Oh, there's 5 cones. Okay. That looks like that one's bigger. So 4 the same and 1 bigger one. I should probably look at this a bit more thoroughly. There seems to be a center tower. So that there's the walls and then a center tower. So I'm guessing there's a base that the center tower connects to, that connects to the rest of it or something. I don't know. That looks like another arch. Is there more arch? Maybe there's an arch on each side. I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know how these pieces are supposed to work. There's another blocky corner? Blocky corner, yeah. More circles. There's some circles with connections. More smaller circles. I'm assuming they're going to go on last, to be honest. There's some more flags. And a couple more rods. So I'm guessing, do I have 1 more rod? Yeah, okay, so there's 4 small rods and 1 big rod and 4 arches. So obviously you've got the 4 corners. I'm guessing the small rods go through the 4 corners, and then the big rod goes through the tower in the center, I'm assuming. Yeah. Other than that, like there's some mirrored pieces obviously. So like there's 3 of these bits that have got like the cone, the towery bits. Oh, there's 1 more. Oh no, that's a broken bit. Oh, that stinks. Small bit of plastic that's broken off. But anyway, so I don't know how much of that you can see in the camera because, yeah, you can see a bit. All right, hopefully you can hear me well enough as well. If not, I'm going to end up time-lapsing some of this. So there is a range of pieces shown in this instruction thing. So I could probably track most of it. So this castle consists of 4 pieces, main body, and 1 piece base. So that's the castle. And then you've got the gate towers. So you've got pieces that go on the towers. So they come up off the thing. And then you've got pieces for the main tower. It looks like it sticks in the bottom somehow. Okay, so yeah, all right. So I don't know how that's going to work, but if we look at the base, there is a hole in the bottom, so that's obviously going to end up in the bottom somehow. I don't know if that goes up from underneath, actually. That's an inch. Well, no, it can't come underneath, I don't think, because these can't go through the middle either. So it must come down from the top or something. Anyway, let's make a start, and we'll just see where we end up. I'm just going to play with bits and see if I can figure it out. So these sort of seem like... maybe they're actually the top of the walls. That bit. Yeah, that doesn't have... that's got a groove in it, so I reckon that might be the top of the wall where the tower starts building in. So maybe these have all got bits like that too, I don't know. I've got some connected bits still, unfortunately. This was secondhand from the op shop, so that explains that really, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, there's another bit like it. So there's two of those. I don't know, are they big enough? No, they don't fit in there. They don't fit well there, so I don't think that's them. So then this piece, maybe. That looks like it fits there. Okay. Alright, so that's a starting point. Alright, so we're looking for bits that can go into the bases somehow. That fits that one. And it's got a little archy bit coming out, so maybe that's an indicator of the front and back. So these two are opposite each other, and then there's going to be like other pieces that fit in with it. That seems to fit, but I don't think those two bits go together. So maybe it fits over this side. And that doesn't match that either. Oh no, I don't know. That's got a big connection though. So I wonder if, like, if you look at that, and that matches. Okay, so is that? It's hard to tell from the pictures on the box because I think there's an arch there, like a thin arch. And so that'd be the top of the arch. So if that's the case, that's actually a higher level on the castle. It's not the base. All right, well, that's good to know. All right, so the big connectors, maybe they're more at the top. Which does beg the question, is this... no, because that, look at that. That looks like... where'd that go? That looks like that fits with that, doesn't it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the tower sits inside of that. It doesn't go all the way to the bottom, I'm guessing. Something like that. Yeah, okay. So that means then I've got bits that connect to this on the other side that would also form an arch, probably. So that looks like a big piece. But that's probably... does it go that way? Yes. Okay. All right, cool. So we've got another piece in by the looks. Doesn't seem to fit perfectly, but the shapes and all that seem to fit. So this is the problem with crystal puzzles. Sometimes they don't fit perfectly well. And again, separating these can be difficult. It looks like it's mirrored front and back, so that's good to know. So we're looking for one more big connector piece, one piece that has a lot of a bigger gap, is what I'm saying. And let's go there. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna go on top. That goes on top of that, I think. Yeah. Except it doesn't want to go in. So could be that it has to go in from the bottom of that and the top of that. There we go. That seems to be doing a bit better. Alrighty. Well, we've got one layer. That's cool, at least. So I can work from that up and down, I suppose. The down doesn't seem... oh no, there is a connection there. Okay. So the question is, do I want to keep working down here or do I want to work up here? And I think I want to work up here because that looks cool. That does have connections though, so that doesn't mean... it implies to me like that's going to be part of that at some point, yeah. Alright, I'm going to work with this. I'm going to move the base away. Sorry for the scrape. And we're going to work on this a bit more. That's got a real flat bit to it. I really wonder if there's like a connection... Yeah, that looks like that goes there. Yeah, okay. So that's good. All right, so that's one, and there's another one here. That probably goes on the other side like that. So let's see if we can find the piece that goes with it. That doesn't fit with that. Looks like it fits on this side. Yeah, okay. So that's good. If you can hear some murmuring in the background, I do apologise. My wife's on a business call, so she's talking with her agent and they can get quite excited, which is fine. But yeah. Okay, so that's that piece. Cool. Oh man, I am loving this. This is cool. It's pretty straightforward. For a second hand, it's sort of a bit annoying that some bits are connected and some bits look a little bit damaged and whatnot, but on the whole of it, I think it's going well. So I'm pretty happy. All right, so that's another flat bit. So I'm guessing that's the base of the castle, and this is going to end up connecting on top somewhere. You look at it and it's got the steps front and back, so I don't know which way which, but that's fine. So I'm guessing I'm now looking for a piece to fit here and here, basically. So they look like, what do they look like? That looks like an innie and an outie, if you will. But it's probably going to be thin. That looks like it might actually be that one. Yep, there we go. All right, cool. And so I need a similar one to that. I wonder if that's that. That would be fun. No, because the door's there, so it's got to be. Is it that one that goes there? Maybe. Probably the back piece over here, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be that corner, but I need to get this bit done first. That looks like it might be. Nope. Could that be it? No, I don't think that's it either. These are very square, some of these, so they don't look like they would fit with it. Just trying to think. That one? That looks like it would fit. There we go. Okay. So check this one again. That should be fine to put on. There we go. Oh, another chunky bit. Unfortunately, again, it was secondhand, so I tried pulling everything to pieces and just some parts like this wouldn't come apart. This is 2 bits stuck together, I think. Maybe not, actually. No, I think so. I think this bit... Oh, there you go. I took it off then. So yeah, it was a little bit frustrating that in that sense, but it's fine. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not super disappointed or anything. I think that actually goes there. It's part and parcel of getting things secondhand, obviously, so yeah. Which is fine. Again, there's another piece that has to go here first, I think. I wonder if that's one of these bits. There's a couple of smaller bits, I reckon so. That's probably a corner piece, so that probably goes... Does that go with that? That looks like it goes with that. One of those, anyway. Okay, so that's there. This is good. I like this. It's solid. I will say some of the crystal puzzles I've done in the past haven't been all that solid, and it's quite frustrating. Like, you're kind of delicately holding them together the whole time, and it just gets so annoying sometimes. Unfortunately, on the video, you probably can't see much of what I'm doing. I'm guessing because it's probably the kind of thing where it's just the connections are so invisible against each other. But I wanted to give this a go, and it's an extra video for this week anyway, assuming that my uploading plans have gone through. Oh, that's the top. So that's actually going to go on here or something, I think. There, that one. There we go. Another piece for the top. There's the arch, if you can see it. Yeah, so anyway, this is supposed to just be an extra video for the sake of it. It would be great if it worked well, but my bet is that it's not going to work too well, just because it's too hard to see the differentiation of the pieces. I probably should have taken a picture of it bit by bit and just turned it into a reel. You know, what's it called? A stop animation. Probably would have been better, but yeah. yeah, I think that one's going to go on there. So put that there, and we're still looking for this bit to go here. I wonder if that's actually, does that work with that? No, because that's an in, that's an in. So there must be, one of these pieces must fit there. I'm not sure what though. What am I missing? Is it that one? No, because I found out that one went somewhere. What I might try and do is match that with one of these. Does that go with that? No? I don't understand what's going on. This should be... Does that go there? No, does it go there? No. Okay, so that one's out. That one can't connect with them. This one. Nope. Nope. That one can't connect there. What's going on? Something seems off with this. I mean, those look like they connect fine. Like they've already been together. But then, what goes with that? This doesn't... Okay, let's have a look at this again. That's... Oh, there. Oh, of course. That's the top that goes onto there. There we go. I've already reached the top, so to speak, of the main base piece. Okay, so that's feeling a little bit looser like I'm used to with these things, but that it does explain what's going on now. Okay, so that's going to go on there. And then we have one of these is going here. I think it's that one. Yep. And this one's probably there. So now we have like little bits of tower going on. I'm wondering if the instructions show... No, they don't. And this is the thing I don't like about crystal puzzles. They don't show you where the sticks go. So assumably these short sticks are going to go in here. But the question is, I mean, they can't go from the bottom because their head won't fit through, if you can see that. So they have to go through the top. And then they must just end up sitting at the bottom. So I'm kind of curious if they can go through yet. Gives me something to work on a bit more, I guess. That one doesn't want to go through. Okay, on that one. Does that go through? Nope. Don't want to go through that one either. That one goes through fine. Why is this one getting stuck? Is it just tight? Must be. Not sure if... Okay, well that one's in now, so that's not coming out. Okay. Alright, that one doesn't want to go in for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. It feels like it should be... Like, yeah, it's like 2 spots down, it's getting jammed. I have to undo it again. Oh, man, this is so annoying. I hate it when this happens, like... You just want to be able to build it. And it's like, you've got to think ahead, because if you don't think ahead, you're going to miss out on the... Oh, but that's the plate one. It won't go through the plate. Okay, well that's really annoying. Because the others went straight through that. That's not gone. It's like the hole for that plate, that one hole's too tight or something. It's really annoying. I don't even know. How far is that going in? It's not even getting halfway through that. Okay, so that one's just not going to go in. All right, so we're going to miss a stick. Ugh. Okay. Well, anyway, we got that far. All right, so I'm thinking these have got to go in next somehow. Does that go in there? That looks like it might. Yep. Okay, so that one's at the front, which means this one is probably at the back. I'm guessing these two go in the middle, maybe. See if they'll guide in or not. That's not. Oh, that's sitting in alright. Okay. What about this one? Yeah, I think they just sit in. I don't think they actually lock in. And that one's gonna go. There must be some pieces that sit there or something. So I'm looking for, I don't know what, to be honest. There are two really small bits, so maybe that's them. Do they fit? That does fit there. Does that work? I think I kind of have to. That doesn't seem right. Is that upside down? Is that one upside down? Does it match with the other one, maybe? Yeah, so I think that has to go in under there or something. That seems a bit tight, to say the least. So, let me have a look. This will go in. It's a bit off. Come on. Let's just see if this will fit in there first. And it doesn't look like it looks. Okay, there we go. Now that's upside down. That's up and that's down. Oh my gosh. This doesn't seem right. Something's wrong with these, I think. Is that... I don't know if that'll... Yep, it's off. Okay, so are these identical might be the next question. They look identical. Yeah, I think they are. So then are there two others that are similar to it that I'm missing? See, that looks the same as that. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe they're actually... Oh, maybe that's a different one. And this should be like... I don't know. That doesn't seem right. This knob on this castly bit looks much bigger. I'm going to take this off and have a look at it again, because that might help me understand what's going on. That's come loose completely. Oh gosh, okay. Got a whole layer here. Alright, so that's them. They're just sitting. Right. And that's... You know what, I'm just going to go with it. I don't know which way it's supposed to be facing. I'm guessing it's that way, and unless it's on a higher level. Could it be on a higher level? That's another question. It doesn't look like it should be. But that's the thing then, like... That doesn't fit in with that. So I think that's weird. To say the least. I'm a bit muffled on that one, because this has got a complete hole. Those aren't going to go over those, are they? No, so I need to take these out anyway. Gosh darn it. Just after I fought to get them in. If this one's going to even come out now. Oh. That's the thing again with crystal puzzles. You end up making mistakes and they're just so frustrating to sort them out. You often have to pull the whole thing apart to get it to fix it, and I don't like that at all. Oh, it's a horrible noise it's making. Oop, did I just break something? I did. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've lost something there. I don't know what. I'm going to just see if we can get this pole out. Okay, the pole came out. It's fine, of course. I've lost a chip off something else. I don't know what. Something on the edge or something, maybe. Anyway. Okay, let's try that again. So these are definitely, like, they fit in like that. That's not a question of if, but or when.
I don't think it matters too much which side, but there is an arch on one side and not the other. So I'm going to put the arch side out. I think that makes the most sense. And then we want this arch over here. It just can't be there. Like, it's got to be something else goes there, right? Yeah, I think I've got the wrong piece. Because when I look at this one, that's got a full... Yeah, so it's a full circle and there's a big chunk missing for where that goes. Okay, so I've got the wrong pieces. So I need to find the pieces that start the towers but have a big chunk missing. Those are just little chunks. So that's probably the top of the tower, like the very end of the tower. Same with that. So that's 3. Yep. I think these are just under the caps, like under the cones, basically. Although there's these little bits too. So, alright, so let's have a look. That's a big round bit. That's probably the top tower or something. This bit here, maybe? No big chunk missing off that. That's a flat round circle. There's one. Okay, we've got one. Now we've got one. I'm just going to find the one that looks similar to it. Is that it? No. Is that it? No. This one. There. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So that's that. That goes back in there. And we'll try and fit these to that. So and then we know that they're that piece. So the question is which one's which. Okay. I'll take this bit out. I forgot. This is again the thing too with crystal puzzles. You often end up with pieces that are similar enough, but they don't belong together. So false fits is a big thing in crystal puzzles in my mind. Unfortunately. That doesn't seem to want to be fitting though too. So that's great. Is it on the wrong side maybe? Maybe it needs to be on this side. No, because that doesn't work, does it? Does this one work on that side? Yes, it does. Okay. I'm going to try and get this one on, and then put the other one in. Okay. There we go. So we just need to line up the holes. Push a little bit. And it's on. Okay, so that's somewhat stable. So that's good. Overall, it's not because it's still got the layers, but we're getting there slowly. This is a nightmare. Okay. So what I'm realizing actually is these cones will fit those with a flag in them. So there you go. That's going to be those. Get them done now, just so they're done and out of the way, I think. One of these isn't going to work anyway, because we've already tried to put all 4 of these in, but it'll be what it'll be. That's that one. And I don't know, that just seemed like a bigger flag, so I'll put a bigger one. Alright. So then the question is, how do I build these? I think I'm just going to keep building upwards. I have a feeling that this might be the bits that go on with these, but I can't. They don't match the pattern on that side. Do they match the pattern on this side? No, they do not. Okay, so maybe it's not those bits. Maybe this.
bit with the ring to begin with, and then you have a platform or something. Maybe? I don't know.
That doesn't match either. That side does match though. Okay, so we've got something to go off of. Not that one. Does it match this one? That doesn't look like it matches that at all.
Okay, so we need to figure out the bits that are the ringy bits. Is that? No, it could be that way. No, because that puts the ring upside down. Okay, so we need to find the bits that are all these sort of things. I think the disc, the walkways, I guess you'd call them. They probably don't go together. No. So that's two separate bits, and there's the third one, I think. All right, so that's them, and we need to find the other halves. Just running my fingers over the bits that might be. Okay, there's two. So there's the third one. So it's already connected to something. Is that it? What it is? Hub phone tower, no doubt. Yeah. Okay.
Are these all identical would be the next question. They certainly look it somehow. I think what this is actually, yeah, they go on top. Let me put this one on top of here. Just having a look at the bottoms of these. Yeah, I think they're identical. So I don't think it matters which one I try to put them on. Which of course would be my luck, that I've been sitting here trying to figure it out as if they're all different, and they're mostly the same at this point, so go figure. Okay, and then there should be a little bit more that goes on top, and I reckon that these might be it. There's double pieces, maybe that way? Sort of seems like it, doesn't it? If I can get the right alignment. No, that's upside down, that's why that wasn't working. Getting the right way around. This is really hard to do, like seeing the connections is dang near impossible. And so, yeah, I'm basically doing it blind as such. I don't like the look of that piece, I don't think that's it. Okay, and is that, does that go with that? That seems wrong. Did I add a bit to this or something that wasn't? Or have I got it upside down? This feels like it should be this piece, but it's not going on.
Okay, let's have a closer look. That does not look like it matches that. No, I don't think it does. Let's try the other side. I don't think that's that piece. Is it this one instead? That looks much bigger though. Something's wrong. I think this piece is not supposed to be here. This connection. I think that's gotten jammed on at some point by accident, and it shouldn't be. Lego separator piece. And then there we go. Alright, so I think then maybe that's that. Is it? Looks like it should be. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, so then there's probably
a piece to finish these bits off. Is it? It looks like... No, I think it's going to be these bits. These little discs. Just a tiny bit on them. Or do I need to have all these bits in there as well? Probably. Okay, so that's the finishing bits for the towers. That's all the main tower. Okay. Sorry if the talking's getting lax and stuff here, but it's really difficult to see what I'm doing with these, and it is a bit annoying how they're working at the moment. I do think, yeah, crystal puzzles are not my favourite, to be honest, most of the time, and it is a shame because I've bought 4 crystal puzzles where I get my block sets from Kmart to do, and they're dogs or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, so I'm going to do a video on them at some point, all 4 of them. Probably just show one and build the other 4 sort of idea, but yeah, I am doing this. I am reminded as to that I don't buy a lot of crystal puzzles because they drive me up the wall. They're just not as nice as they could be. So yeah. Ow, pinched my finger. Alright. Am I getting the one that... No? Is this the one that stopped? Yep. That one's just not going through. I'm really annoyed about that. That's so annoying. It's just, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that one, unfortunately. I think the piece just didn't get cut well enough or something. Anyway, let's work on the tower. The main tower. So we're going to try and get this main tower finished. I think there looks to be 2 levels of walkway or something. So let me see if I can figure that out first. Or is that just... No, it's 1. Never mind. Alrighty. We're going to work up and down and see what happens. That doesn't look like that's working. Is that going on or not? No, I don't think that goes there. Oop, don't roll away on me. Okay, what about this piece? Does that piece match that? No, it does not. Does the other side of it? Yes, it does. Okay, maybe this was the part that was supposed to be connected with that. Still doesn't look like it, does it? Nope. Is it supposed to be underneath? I don't know. This bit here, I reckon, is probably it. Not that bit, that bit, the other side. Alright, and is that supposed to connect to this? Yes. Okay, good. We're getting somewhere, and that looks like the top plate. Good. Okay, so now we can feed it on here. So at least got a little bit to work with. Alright. So we're working upside down, but that's completely fine. Completely fine. That's not that bit. The only problem is with this hole in it, it gets a bit more difficult to test them more quickly and easily. You've got to kind of go through a whole lot more. I'm not even sure how big this section's supposed to be. That looks like that might fit that, actually. Does it? No, it's too small. So it needs to be a bigger piece. Is that it? Maybe that bit. Oh, it's close, but not quite. I'm just staring at these, trying to figure out what's the biggest piece there is. Is it that one? No, not that one either. Okay, I'm at a bit of a loss there, so let's just try and connect some other bits together. Just feeling, there's the 2. That doesn't go together though. There's 2 lips there, and the 2 pieces don't go together. There's another lip, so that's going to be one of them. Alright, there's one, and there's the other one. Okay, cool. Alright, now we're ending up with more pieces that aren't matched. I don't like this. Okay, so they're both double outs. Are they? No, they're not. That one's a double out. Well, it is and it isn't actually. No, they're not double outs. There's an in and an out, but they don't seem to match up. I feel like this piece needs soldering because it's not matching other bits and it's too small and so on. Does that fit in there? That looks like it should fit, but it's not fitting. Is that? Maybe it's just, no, it's slightly bigger than that. Is that, yep, okay. Does that fit on that side? Yes, okay. We've got a bit of tower going, so that's good. That one? Yep, alright, cool. Okay, so we got somewhere. I'm guessing this might be the piece that goes here because it's quite large. And I'm guessing, yep, okay. And then, would it be a double layered bit? I don't know, but we're going to try. That doesn't appear to go there, no. Okay, so, does that go on there? Nope. That's flat though, so that's definitely, okay, so that's the end, so this has to be the middle. So the question is, does it go that way or the other way? I think it should go this way, right? Doesn't want to. All right, we'll try on the other side. No, that doesn't work. So it has to go this way. Is it just not lining up properly? Is that the problem? Let me have a look without the rod in it. This is proving to be a lot more frustrating than I wanted it to be. That's not connecting properly. Why is that not connecting? This piece seems weird. Is that in the wrong spot? Something. Something's wrong about this. Can that go directly? That and that have to connect. That must mean that this goes on here, right? But that doesn't line up with that. Doesn't line up with that. Huh. Something's wrong here. Hang on. Okay, after umming and ahhing for a while, I finally stopped trying to put this piece in and managed to get it to work. So I don't know what the deal is. Looking at the height of that, I don't think I need that piece. I think that piece, as funny as this is gonna sound, might be an extra. I don't know. Oop, and there goes the flag off that, so that's great. Yep, okay, well that's fantastic. And no, it should be, oh, okay. So looking at this from side on, there is a gap. So that definitely has to go somewhere, but I've looked through all of these pieces and I can't get it to connect. I've now broken that flag. To be honest, this is again the epitome of crystal puzzling to me, and why I don't really get them a whole lot, because you basically either have the pieces are way too tight or they're too loose. So, and you have the pins to go through, but then if the pin can't fit through, like in this case, then it's stuffed and you can't really do much with it. Would this be a nice looking piece to sit on the shelf? Yes and no. It's not that interesting, to be honest. It's just a plain basic castle. It could have been a lot better. Actually, that's a good point. I forgot I've got the base. Put the base on. Okay, well then, all right. So maybe that is a spare piece. If you look at that. So it comes down into the base. That probably makes sense. So yeah, okay, so that's an extra piece. The flag broke off. It still stands to reason that the bulk of the pieces are either too loose. Yeah, the bulk of the pieces are too loose, and every now and then pieces are too tight. I would probably glue this if I was going to keep it. I don't know if I will keep it at the moment or not. This side here is really bothering me. I might trim it down so I can fit it through and then glue it and all that. I might not.
I don't know. It's going to go back in its box. It's going to get filed away for a while, and I'll see how I feel about it. But on the whole of it, this is just another piece that suggests to me that crystal puzzles aren't that exciting. I like the concept. This is the thing, right? I love the concept of a 3D puzzle. I've done the New York 3D puzzle I used to own. So that was the foam 3D puzzles. And that one went quite well. I was happy enough with it. All of the plastic variations, so the balls, the things like the Eiffel Tower, which is the thin plastic and white plastic, and you fold it over for corners and that, and these crystal ones, they all have the same problems. Again, you either have too tight a fits or too loose a fits. Things don't hold very well sometimes. All these kinds of ideas. And so, in the whole of it, I get to a point where I just get frustrated with them, and then I never want to pick one up ever again. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going to go in the future with these, but anyway, that was this. If you're still with me, thank you for watching, and hopefully you found it somewhat entertaining. Maybe it was too triggering watching it go wrong over and over again, but anyway, now you know. If you're ever looking at getting a crystal castle puzzle, maybe you'll be aware of whether you want to or not, really, in the long run of it. So yeah. Alright, thanks again for watching, and do all the things if you want to keep me going and all that, as per usual. And thank you very much if you are one of my regular commenters and so forth. And I will see you in the next video. Mudstomp out.